Yes, it's true. This is the end of Painfully Honest Tech. Let's discuss. I have changed the name of the channel. If you've been following me on social media, which you should, the Jason T. Lewis on Twitter, or, just follow the community page here on the YouTube. If you've been following me, then you'll know that I've been in the midst of changing the name of the channel, and there are some reasons for that. I'm going to cover those reasons right now. First, a little history. Painfully Honest Tech was the name that I chose to change the channel to when it was 2016, and the channel was called the JTL. It didn't really say anything about tech. I wanted to be more focused, and I wanted to let people know what they could expect when they came to the channel, especially in converse to some other channels. Painfully Honest Tech came to my mind. I decided to switch it over. But since 2016, YouTube has changed. I've changed. What audiences are watching and wanting to see on YouTube has changed, or at least, what I feel like I have to offer has changed. I'm a lot more than just the old guy who rants about phones on the internet, shaking his fist at the sky. Obviously, a lot of things have changed in the past couple of years. Not only have we gone through, or are still going through, this pandemic, which seems like it's never going to end, but tech has changed as well because of the pandemic, because of shortages in materials and that kind of thing. But that's also changed people's relationship with tech, how they think about buying tech. Not to mention the smartphone market has changed as well. It's shrunk, and in North America, I know it's different in other places of the world, but Samsung and Apple are pretty much the story in North America. So much so that this past year, the number 3 seller of phones in the United States stopped making phones. LG stopped making phones. And that was a big part of, I made a lot of videos about LG phones. And so that's like 500,000 plus views right there that are gone, and a conversation that we can no longer have. On top of that, from year to year, the phones themselves are just not changing as much. We've got folding phones. We've got different things happening. It's exciting to, I think, a smaller niche of people, but I don't think that there is a lot of people who are out there really sort of clamoring about phones the way they once did. And there's just a lot more to talk about. So I want to broaden the content of the channel. Not only do I want to broaden, but I've also been doing this now full-time for 2 years, and it's gone really well in a strange way. And that's changed, I think, what I want for myself in my day-to-day life. When I was going to work and then coming home and making a YouTube video, it was a lot different than this being, the thing that I do. And I just feel like I have more that I want to talk about. I turned 50 this last October. I miss teaching, which is my favorite thing about my old work life. I became a grandfather this past year. We're now our grandson's legal guardians. And so lots has changed in my life, and it's changed my outlook on things, which got me thinking more and more and more over these past few months that I want to do more here. So here are some of the changes that I think we're going to see on the channel over the next several months or year or so. The painful honesty is not going to go away. There will definitely be the occasional rant about something that makes me mad, but I want to focus more on using tech and not buying tech. For me, the constant influx of new tech, a new product every week or so, it's just made it so I never got to settle in and actually use the tech that I was talking about enough that I was making music, or I was writing, or I was doing any of the things that I love to do with my tech. So I want to bring more of a focus on that to the channel. In addition, now, I'm not up on a soapbox here or anything like that, but I want to contribute less to like this really consumer-centric culture. I don't want to feel like a salesman, or like I'm controlled by these companies who, I want to give me things so that I can make more videos. That's like a non-sustainable lifestyle, and it puts more power in the hands of the companies than is really necessary, than is really healthy, I think, for our conversation back and forth. And honestly, dealing with that kind of back and forth relationship has led to me not enjoying my life as much as I want to. And tech is something that I love, and I don't want to lose that. I want to teach more as well. I want to take the experiences that I've gained over the years as a writer, musician, audio engineer, YouTuber, growing this YouTube channel. I want to bring more of that to the table. And like I said, YouTube has changed. My tolerance for drama has changed. Squabbling over, features on a smartphone just seems really kind of silly to me at this point. I want to talk about stuff that I feel like will bring value to yourself, my audience, as well as myself. I want to be more myself and not just that sort of character that I feel like I've had to play. Now that I've done this for a living, I've realized something that I didn't really have the opportunity to know before. PHT guy, the ranty PHT guy, is definitely a part of who I am, but it's also kind of a character. When I had other stuff going on in my life and I was just making videos, being ranty PHT guy was an outlet. But now that it's me, it feels a little constricting. So I want to get a wider variety of content. I want to get out from behind the desk. I want to show people how I make music and how I record stuff and how I make these videos. I want to talk about the gear that I use to do that kind of thing. I want to talk about creativity and living a creative life. I've been living as a professional creator on some level or another since I was 35. So since I was 15, so like 35 years. I want to get back in touch with what it is that continues to drive me toward that. I've got a video coming up where I talk about that a little bit more. And so hopefully that's something that I can bring to the table that's not something other people can offer and will be a conversation you folks will be interested in having. So yeah, the channel is going to change. It's still going to be me. It's still going to, most of the time I'll be sitting here talking to the camera just like I am right now. Even if I could go on with the Painfully Honest Tech name, it's going to stick around. To a certain extent, I'm bringing back the Painfully Honest podcast in the next month or so, but I need to change the mindset I have here. I need to ground myself in something other than like what the Painfully Honest Tech character was all about, and I don't feel like I can do that unless I, change the name to my name. I want to bring out the stuff that I love about the tech that I use and hopefully communicate with you folks about the stuff that you love about the tech that you use, as well as the stuff that frustrates us and makes us want to tear our hair out from time to time. I mean, I've got a ton of videos planned. I've got like 6 videos scripted. I've got a couple of videos in the can. I've got 24 or so other videos in various stages of planning. I'm planning on bringing out at least 2 videos a week, and it's going to be a more organized process. And I'm really excited to talk about the stuff that I've got planned to talk about. If you have any questions about anything that's going on, do let me know down in the comments below. This is a change in branding. This is more about me being me, but it's not going to change what I bring to the table a whole lot, I don't think. I want to say to everybody who's watched, these videos over the years, whether you're brand new or you've been here for a while, I want to say thank you so much for helping me build out this community and build this channel to where it is right now. I think this is going to be a great start to the next phase of what I do in my career as a YouTuber, in my career as a creator, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with all of you guys. So once again, thank you so much. This is Jason T. Lewis, formerly Painfully Honest Tech, once known as the JTL. Until the next time, I'm out.